Hey guys, I want to show you how I'm attaching this new deck ledger to this T111 siding. So the old deck went from here to here. That's where the paint didn't cover where the old posts were. The new deck is going to extend all the way just about to where this vent is. And if you're not familiar with T111 siding, what this basically is it's 4x8 sheets of plywood, or it can be different dimensions, ½ inch, and it's used both as a siding and as a sheathing. Now usually you would have something like ½ inch OSB or plywood underneath, and then you'd have a siding material attached on top. How this is done when it's going up a wall and it's more than a single sheet high is they'll have Z flashing at the bottom. Now you can see that plywood goes up, or that T111 goes up behind the door. I don't really have a good place to cut this back up and splice it in. I don't want to add another piece of Z flashing here. So instead what I'm going to do is use these deck to wall spacers. Now these are glass fiber reinforced polypropylene, I believe. And what they do is they create a gap between the ledger board and the wall that allows any water to drain back there out, so it doesn't trap water and debris back there. And there's a specific way you want to install these, and I'll show you that right now. As always, whenever we're doing deck ledgers, we're always trying to maintain the integrity of the house. We're trying to get water away from the house and make sure that no rot occurs. The previous deck had been nailed and lag screwed directly into the siding and showed no sign of rot, no sign of decay at all. I'm doing these deck spacers as additional insurance because I'm building a new deck here, so I'm going to make sure it lasts. Now usually if this was a, say, lap siding or some other type of siding, I would have pulled off several rows of siding, done flashing behind that, proper weather barrier, all that stuff. But for this scenario, it's actually less risky, less likely to cause a leak to use these deck spacers, in my opinion. There is an article on the JLC by Mike Girton detailing exactly how he did this. If you want to go take a look at that article, he does a good detail of it. I'm going to show you the practical application of it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your layout figured out, because you don't want to put your lag screws or whatever other fastener you're going to be using in the way of your joist hangers. So I've got my layout already done. This is going to be a 12-inch on center layout. What I'm going to be using is these structural wood screws. So Simpson has a SDWS timber screw, 4-inch screw. This goes through the ledger, ½ inches of plywood, and into the inside rim board. They have a spacing chart depending on what your joist span is. Because I have 12-inch on center joists, I'm just going to do a 6-inch on center, which is way overkill, but it works out nice and it looks good, so I don't mind using a couple extra fasteners. So once you have your layout done, I pre-drilled for these 1/4-inch bit for this, so it's pretty tight, but it'll allow that to mark the other side. You'll see that's important in a second. Once you're done pre-drilling all your holes, you're going to go ahead and flip it, and now you're going to start installing these deck to wall spacers. Now you can use screws for these. Make sure they're an exterior grade. Really, all these 3 holes here is just keeping it in place until you install the ledger board, so it's not a structural component. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my positive placement nailer. There you go, quick and easy. And then you just do that along the whole thing, and then when you install this, you're going to put a bit of sealant around at least the top edge, the side that's going to be facing up. That way the water that hits this against the siding will drain off to the sides and it won't get trapped behind there. Alright guys, so once you've got your ledger board prepped, I've got all my stuff up here, ledger board's lined up there. What I need to do is I need to mark out my location for where the ledger board's going to go, both height-wise and along the house. So I've already got it measured, it's already cut, prepped, and I'm going to keep this 1.25 inches below the door threshold. That way there's space to fit 1-inch thick decking, 5/4 composite decking underneath here, and still have a little bit of a gap for drainage. First thing I'm going to do, just measure down and make a mark at 1.25 inches. I'm gonna get my laser level set up. Okay, so I'm measuring down, got 45 3/8, and that's to the bottom of the door threshold here. 45 3/8 minus 1.25 inches, 44 1/8. Mark a line at 44 1/8 up. Here's that. And that's gonna mark the top of my ledger. And then I'm gonna shoot in the same thing over at that far corner. 44 1/8, it's right there. Take that. I'm gonna keep tension on this. And I'm gonna pull real tight. Line's nice and straight. Check. And that looks good. So now I need to figure out where the ledge is gonna go left and right. I'm basing the spacing off this dryer vent, 3 3/4 from the dryer vent. There's my mark. Because I'm working alone and I need to be able to put this board up by myself, so I'm gonna put a nail in the top of the ends so I can butt the board up to it, and then put a nail over here so I can butt it over to the side. Then I can tack it, double check, make sure everything's good before I start driving my lag screws in. There's my first one. I'm not driving them in very far. All it is a place to butt the ledger so that I can set it up by myself. This is a method I found that works pretty well. All right, so now that those are ready, I'm gonna get my nail gun ready. Got my ledger, I've already got it crowned the correct way. No reason to rush this point. I wanna be precise here. First thing I'm gonna do, get it on the wall, I'm gonna butt it up to these. And then I'm gonna slide it over until I butt into that. I can hold it and tack it. Make sure it's up. Tack again. And there it is. Now, I'm only gonna put 2 in because I'm gonna go double check it, make sure it's in the right locations. If it's not, nails bend a little bit. Give it a little tap, and then cinch it with another nail or 2. Now, if you're like me, and your IQ drops about 30 points as soon as you turn a video camera on, you'll probably have to take the ledger off because you forgot to caulk the back of those deck spacers. You can see, as the ledger lag drives home, and the caulk on the back of that creates a gasket, these are sealing up, and there's a nice big gap here for any leaf litter, water to drain back out of, and plenty of room for air to get in there and dry things out. Solid. All right, guys, if you have another way you'd install a ledger on T111 siding, put it in the comments. That's a wrap. Hope that helps.